It is not easy to lose a child. I don't know what to say.
Yeah. And
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I've been through hell and back, through hell and back. Nobody by my side, nobody to console me, nobody to call home me. Hey, but the man you got trauma, but the man you got tonga. I've been through hell and back, through hell and back. Nobody by my side, nobody to console me, nobody to call home me. Hey, but the man you got trauma, but the man you got tonga. Look at
At Clicks. My son was working at Clicks. Clicks Key West. My son, he worked there since 2020. Until
only moved to Lanesia South.
just especially for a month.
a month.
Yes, because he was still working. Even the resignation letter, it was sent when December the 30th. December when? Yeah, December the 2nd. My son was working. He was there just for a month.
Have you heard of other cases where people or bodies were dumped in that same
Yes.
spot?
I wouldn't mention names.
Yes, of course.
Where he was, but yeah, after what happened, they did mention that they are killing people and dump them on that bush, and it open. Some of them they don't make it. Some of them they do make it. If you're lucky, maybe you will make it, but they're dumping people on that open space. I can show you that open space. I do have it on my phone. I took a video of it because I had to just to check to see how could a person can come and dump someone in a space like this one.
Yo.
So I so wish South Africa can help me. I don't know anyone outside there.
I think if we could be able to get a private detective,
Yes.
who we can be able to get privately, we can hire privately, or we can put money together,
Yes.
and be able to just hire that person.
Mm.
So what I will do is that I will put your account numbers somewhere here,
Okay.
and then please, man, guys, let's try and get a PI that can be able to help, that would be able to investigate, and obviously private investigators, they do get access to certain information that we can't, and then hopefully they can be able to help. Because for me, I am just so disgusted. I am so disgusted at the fact that First of all, the police were called and they never came. Because had it been that they came, they would have either gotten a statement there or they would have followed him to the police station and to the hospital. And they would have been able to get the full statement of what happened. If the law in South Africa, if justice in South Africa was operating the way it's supposed to happen, literally that same night, these people should have all gotten arrested. All of them. Every single one. Yes. And at this point, he could have written every single statement that was needed. He could have signed. These people could have appeared in front of a judge. These people could have been denied bail. If there was any extra information that was needed from your son, he could have been able to provide because he lived for an extra almost like a month. Yes. You understand? So I really honestly just, I feel helpless.
True. If there was someone from the police department, those people will be in jail by now. But they called them, they never responded. And the guy who said that is a guy who's working for a government, who felt so bad yesterday when I told him that my son passed on and we don't even have a case number. And he was so surprised.
Yeah, these stories are really heavy. They are really, really heavy, This is more than someone saying, someone is taking my house and I'm fighting, the justice system is failing me. Or not that I'm saying those are insignificant, but looking at the greater scheme of things. Because for me, listening to what you said about your son, there has to be something that is behind this. Is it a racial thing? Is it because that's hate? That's hate.
It's hate.
For them to pull up 2 bullets, for me it's kind of symbolical of the fact that the 2 bullets could have killed your son easily.
Exactly.
But that was not the mode they chose.
They wanted to torture him.
Why?
They wanted him to feel a pain, as if he's owing them something, or they know who he is.
But again, I think that's also the other issue. This is both mothers that sat on my chair. These are new kids that just arrived in that area that are targeted. So for me, I'm just like, if you're sitting out there and you're thinking of moving to Lenasia South, please don't. Please don't. Because clearly we do not know. It seems like the police over there also just... I don't want to say they don't care, but the way that they act, I don't know, is it because also these are new people that are coming in, they don't... I don't know.
Does that supposed to mean if you knew that you must be killed?
That's the part that I don't get. That's the part that I really, truly, honestly do not understand. Is there anything that is being fought for? Is there... I don't understand. And again, my question is, from the Matwasana that were there, was your son the only one that was not from that area, or were there also others that are from other areas that just moved to Lenasia South?
No, the other ones, they've been there for long.
He was the only one that was new.
Yeah. He was the only one who was new.
Do you know, did you ever hear of how your son and this girl got
to know
started
each other?
Yeah.
I'm not going to mention the guy who's there, where he was. But he said to me when he's telling me that, they were close, but by the gate, he's going to stand there by the gate and then they'll talk. And then maybe they'll go to store and come back with the cigarette. That was just their thing. Their thing, as if the girl maybe, she is interested on him, or he is interested on the girl, not knowing that this is more deeper than the girl can even sell him to those guys. So, in other words, this girl that's the thing that he's also doing to everyone. Because it looks like he's okay. If you can see him, if you can see her, she's okay. She's
beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. She's fine. And I look at her yesterday, she's old. And I was like, what the hell were you looking for? Imtanenam. What exactly that makes you to be a friend with him? What makes you to speak to him? What attracted you to him? I must say he's good looking. But on her.
Yesterday when she was talking to you, did she know she's talking to his mother?
No.
She did not.
No. And I even said to my friend, I'm just praying to God that she mustn't, realize what, I know this person from somewhere. Because we look similar. We look the same, me and my son. If you know him, you know this is Owamie, or some of people they'll call us brother and sister. Today I don't have Ufano. I used to call Ufano. It's Ufano mtana. I have no one that I can call him Fano. A boy, ma'am.
In all honesty, I think just for safety, I would not advise for you to move to Lanesia South. With the stories that we're hearing, I just feel like there's definitely something that is actually going on there. We don't know. The area, would you say it's predominantly I'm sorry, I'm struggling to pronounce this word.
Yeah.
But who would you say is dominant? The race? Is it blacks? Is it Indians? Is it colored?
Indians and colored.
It's Indians and colored. So the lady that took him there, or the lady that you are saying took him there, is she colored?
Yes.
There's not a lot of blacks there.
There is blacks, but most of people there, they're Indians and coloreds. So if you see a black person there, you must know she is half colored and half black. So yeah.
Something like that.
Yes.
And the police stations?
Police station is only blacks.
Only blacks.
And it's not even far from the police station.
The school, right? The place.
The place.
Yeah, no, because I'm having kind of, yes, because the way that she would talk, it seemed like it was a very close distance, which now raises alarms. Why would you, as police officers, like you're called or hey, there's an emergency here, by the distance looking, they should have arrived before the ambulance.
And I think there is the chemical that they are giving it to them. Because the last day, because he passed on my hands, something black was coming out of his mouth. Now when Umamagabanele saying that Ubanele has something black that was coming out, and we just put the dots together to say, so they are killing these kids ngendlela eyodwa. They're using the same strategy that they used to Ubanele, and they use it to my son. So the postmortem, it came out with a sepsis, the bronchitis, and the sepsis, bronchitis, and sepsis, bronchitis, and ACE. And yeah, I think that was sepsis and a bronchitis because the other ones, ukuthi bengakhona ukuphefumula, can't breathe and everything, it was from hospital. And the organ failure, it was 3: sepsis, bronchitis, and organ failures. So whatever that he consumed, it kills
The organs.
the organs. So it was 3 from the postmortem: sepsis, bronchitis, and the organ failure.
His body, when you went to, when you saw him for the first time fully, what are the inflictions that you saw?
Oof. The wounds.
The wounds, were they from the acid burn?
Yes.
Was it the whole body?
The whole body, half of her body. The face, hands, till here. And there was amanxeba where bebamkap, right? And then la intamo, they were almost cut his neck. I'll show you the picture, and I would like you to please upload that picture so that they can see it.
Okay.
So they wanted to strangle him, but he managed to take out that wire that they were strangling him with. It took time for him to speak the way he used to. Yeah, so he was speaking, and then he will. Then they need to support him with some equipments from the hospital. That's what happens to him. He was badly injured. The hands, the ears were finished, bent. The hands, he couldn't do anything. His legs was tied up with chains.
Even when he crawled, his legs were still tied up. And his hands?
And the hands.
How long of a distance would you say he crawled from where he was dumped to the school?
Sure. The school can be here, maybe, very far. Because the school is a little bit, maybe 10 meters. And then there's a bush.
Okay.
And then he crawled from the bush to the school, next to the school, that primary school. That's where the securities called the police, saw him screaming.
So the security, they explained that, okay, they called the police did not come. They called an ambulance. The ambulance came. They went to the hospital with him.
The ambulance.
Okay, the ambulance people, the security stayed behind.
Yes. Okay, the securities, those are the ones that they call the ambulance.
Yes.
So ambulance got there. That's
Yes.
what the guy explained to me yesterday.
Yes.
They got there and then they saw Gutumdana ulimele kakhulu.
Yes.
And then they called the police. Obviously, they cannot attend him without the police being there.
Okay.
But police took time. They never paid. Until he said to the colleagues,
guy.
let's rush the guy to hospital, otherwise he won't make it.
So now they ended up being the ones to rush him to the hospital.
Yes, the ambulance.
The ambulance.
The ambulance.
And the security guard, he stayed behind.
Yes.
When he stayed behind, did he say the police came later?
No.
So they just never pitched.
They never. And what is so sad the most, none of the securities want to talk or say anything what they saw that day. They just said they don't want to be involved. Because we went there and found out ourselves. And they said, sister, just to be on the safe side, we don't want to say anything. we are sorry that your son couldn't make it.
I think when you're in a place where you see so much injustice, you know, they know that human life can be taken and nothing can happen.
Yes.
I think they are fearing for themselves and their lives. You know, I know as a mom, it's definitely going to hurt, but I think I would just love to say, please do not take it personal. I think it is a sad situation that we're put here, because I think if they also believed that if we spoke, police are gonna protect us and the law is gonna take its course, it would be easy. But in the South Africa that we live in, most people would rather say, listen, I'm not getting involved. Looking especially even with the rate at which witnesses are getting gunned down and everything. So it really is just such a sad situation. I don't understand like how the law has collapsed to this level.
Yeah.
How the justice system has collapsed to this level. I really just do not understand. You know, it baffles me. It baffles me. This is not something light. This is not, oh, you know, they took bribe because I was speeding. This is life.
Talking about life, yeah. Taking someone's life.
In such a brutal way.
Yes.
But I mean, you know, at the end of the day, if things are done right, they can be subpoenaed. You know, the judge can subpoena them, whether they want to or not, but they can be subpoenaed. And I think that, you know, I mean, they are doing what they can do for themselves. As a mom, I would also say you should do what you should do for your son as well. So I think, you know, the lawyer that you would get, again, guys, as I've said, I'm sure you guys will have seen an account number so that we can just, you know, help, because all this really is expensive. All this is really costly. Then, you know, they can be able to just subpoena them, you know. But this just... We're talking about someone that actually spoke to say, these particular people did this to me.
As someone that we thought maybe he would make it.
So the police were called twice.
Yes.
They were called first when he was found, and then those guys called the police and the ambulance. When the ambulance came, they said, let's call the police.
Yes.
The police were called again.
Yes.
Both times they never pitched.
Yeah. So the securities called the police first. Police, they never been there. But the ambulance came first. And then when they found out the police, they're not there, they tried to call them, but they were never there. Then they rushed the child to the para hospital. That even para failed us to open a case. Because according to me, or according to my knowledge, if someone, she is in hospital under the situation that my son was in, they were supposed to call the police to investigate how did it end up you being like this.
Was a J88 form filled?
There was J88 form filled.
Did you read it? Have you seen it?
For now, the Bara case is under my attorneys.
Okay.
I wouldn't love to
expose
that for
completely
now.
Understand, yes.
Yeah.
No, I completely. So you are taking legal steps.
I did take legal step.
Very good.
For Bara.
Yeah, against the hospital.
Because they also failed him. They discharged him unfairly. They discharged him. He couldn't walk. He couldn't speak. He was swollen. He was struggling to breathe. And he passed on the same day after a couple of hours. So someone, somewhere, they just drop him down.
If it was if things could go your way, obviously looking at everything that has happened to your son, what would you say is this and this and this is what I would love to see right now happen?
if a good thing that can happen in South Africa is the hope. If we can get a justice, not only to me, to everyone that needs the police to be there when people need them. Going back to hospital, I so wish whoever's working for hospitals can take care of each and every patient that walks into your hospital, because we're talking about people's lives here. Because even there, he was complaining that the nurses, they're complaining about their beds. They asking why you've been here for so long. Going back to criminal, can this thing of people killing other people stop in South Africa? This has been long, this thing happening. Kids, they get killed. Kids, they get raped. What happens to and there's nothing that is happening. That woman, she's also going through a lot. Was a very young child. She doesn't know anything. But she went through a lot at the early stage. She is damaged where she is. I so wish the government that we have can really do something. Can really do something. Someone, somewhere outside there, they must do something. Police, they don't do anything. Police people, they don't do anything. You can go to a police station, you'll find them sitting there, not even attending to your case. They will take you pillar to post. But guess what? You can find them by the shebeens where there's people that they've got small arguments. They're rushing there. You can find them where there's boyfriend and a girlfriend just, arguing. They're rushing there. Important things, yes. GP violence is not allowed. That's why they have to rush there. But there are very important things that they can handle them and act as police. If I come there and said, my son was killed, surely you need to do something. Have a mercy. Be a parent. Ibang nozala.
And what kind of police officers do we have? How do you tell a mother who lost her child that you're not the only one, we have many?
Yeah, that woman. I don't know what I'm going to do to her. I don't want to see. She said to me, you can call whoever you want to call. You're not going to come here and teach me what must I do. Come msebenzi waka. I have a lot of cases, murder cases from 2010, 2020. They're still there. Why must I rush your case?
Do you not think you can report her to a supervisor?
She said she doesn't care. I went and reported her to her supervisor yesterday.
And?
When I called her supervisor today, she said no. He said, no, I haven't spoke to her. I was so busy the whole day.
The phone call, you said you recorded it.
I have a recording. Unfortunately, each and everything that I'm doing, I record. Just to have my back. Because people, they can change their stories. And you end up as if you're a crazy person. You don't know what you're talking about. So I record each and everything that I'm doing. If it comes to a push, we go to court. I know the recordings are not allowed in court, but there's a time whereby people, they will listen to the recording and find the facts. I may not ask you if I can record you and record you without your knowledge, but that's my proof.
Well, I think in South Africa, the law actually allows, as long as you were part of the conversation, to can record you. And I think it's evidence that can be admitted in court, so I think you're well within your rights.
Yes, I'm still going to... I'm sorry, but I have to take it for that lady.
Yeah. No,
She
I
must
think
explain to me what
Yeah,
did she
mean
mean.
by that.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
No, definitely. I am really just so sorry. I'm really so sorry, and I pray to God that your coming here today is gonna help. And I think we are living in such a sad country right now in terms of. I remember when I started to Helen back.
Mm-hmm.
I started to Helen back because I really felt like people are going through a lot. But in my mind, a lot was your husband cheated on you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
A lot was, you are dealing, And to Helen Beck has changed my life in ways I can't even explain.
Mm-hmm.
In ways I cannot explain. I never thought to Helen Beck would actually be a real to Helen Beck, like the stories that I've been getting.
Mm-hmm.
And I pray to God that everyone that comes to this platform looking for help, looking for justice, they'll be able to get it. I pray for healing, which I know healing without justice is not easy.
No, not at all.
So I pray for justice so that healing can follow after. And as a mom, I would like to commend you that you're very brave. And I'm proud of the fact that even though you know all the risks,
Mm-hmm.
you're choosing to say for your son you're going to fight.
Yes.
You are not only standing for yourself, you're also standing for so many women out there that also do not have strength. And I know that there's someone out there that may not be as smart that will ask, oh, why did it take you such a long time maybe to say you're going to now go and open a case and everything? And I think that it's also very important to understand that when you're not mentally okay, it's not a lot of stuff that you can actually do. Sometimes you do need to gather strength
True.
before you can actually start the fight. And I'm sure had it been that you started a day after your son passed, you wouldn't have even been thinking straight. So I really, truly do pray that we can be able to get someone that can actually help, someone that is passionate. When you hear stories like this, what do you say with the justice system is failing people to this level? To this level. What would you like to say as we're closing?
I would like to say, South Africa, anyone who would watch this podcast, I just need justice. I know justice is not going to bring my son back. If I find justice, my son will rest in peace. Today is his birthday.
Aww.
Today is Fanu's birthday. I'm buying a cake every year. I did a portrait for him that I watch it every day. I've got a fresh flower in my house. I call that fresh flower Fanu. When I walk in the house, I'll go to my flower and say, my boy, how was your day? Those are the things that I have and I kept in my house. It is not easy to lose a child. I don't know what to say.
Yeah. so sorry. I'm so sorry, mommy. I don't even know if I should say happy birthday, but I don't know, happy birthday to him. Happy heavenly birthday.
Thank you.
And I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
It was the hardest day for me today.
Yeah. Whew. Yeah. So in the beginning, I did say that, you did come with your sister. And I just want to know, is there anything that you'd like to add? There's nothing you'd like to add. Okay. Yeah, so it is not easy. I can imagine, like, I'm a stranger, and I'm hearing your story, and it's so heavy. I know it's not easy on you. So I would like to just say, guys, please, we do need justice, I wanted you to tell us who he was before you got to what they did to him, so that everyone could know he was human,
Okay.
who he was
Who you was.
before what they did to him.
Okay.
And it's never easy. I know. I saw you struggled. So I would like to just say thank you so much. Thank you so much, for, in a way, this will be part of a memory for your child.
Yes.
And she did give me permission to put her son's pictures so that you guys can be able to see who he was. And so I'm gonna obviously do that in edit. You guys will get to see that.
Some are sensitive.
Some are sensitive. We'll see how we can be able to put them, because I know even with YouTube doesn't allow all content. But I think maybe we can put them on Twitter.
Okay.
Because I know Twitter does not have such rules. So there's some of those, you guys should go to Owamie on Twitter. And then, I'm sure the graphic ones, we can be able to just post them there. The justice system is really failing a lot of people, and it's really sad. And I don't even know. I would like to just say, guys, we are closing off. We're gonna be leaving.
Ulamlani bambiza Kenny Makenzo. He used to love his music. He's got 5 tracks aganawo or music. He used to have NGO company that he was attending in Randfontein. He used to help people, especially homeless people. Yeah, he wouldn't eat in front of someone who doesn't have anything. He will go out there and give them, what he has. A very sweet person and humble person. Smart, intelligent. A God man fearing. Ngihlala ngimkhumbula umntanami ngezinto eziningi. I have a lot to tell about him. I can write a book to explain to the whole South Africa where we're from. There's some other artist that I DM'd and asked help for his music. You know, I know you people are always busy, but yeah, he's no more now.
Do you have those songs?
I do.
You should send me maybe 1 or 2, and then we can play it at the end of the video. You know?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Owamie, this thing is so painful.
I can only imagine.
It breaks. I can't even work. At work, I'm always at the back. Just to be not involved with people.
Can I ask you something? I mean, I cannot speak for Mama Banele right now, but she's someone I can talk to. Do you think you and Banele's mom perhaps could be able to start a support group for other mummies that are going through injustice after their children were brutally killed? Because I feel like losing a child is painful.
It's
Having your child taken away from you
painful.
is another level. And having the justice system fail you on top is a lot. Because if there's one thing that I can say I see between the both of you, it's the pain. And you know, someone can say your pain is this much because it just happened in 2023. Banele's mom is since 2019, and she still shows the
bleeding.
same pain. She's still bleeding, which means there are a lot of women out there that are also bleeding. Would you be open to that? Just a support group, maybe via WhatsApp or something. Please think about it. And then what we'll do is that on another video, if it does happen that you and Banele's mom are able to come together, talk and agree, then I'll be able to just share those numbers to say you can request so that, you know, it can be a support group for other mummies or other parents. Because I feel like at this point, maybe sometimes you feel you relate with someone that is going through something similar to
That's
you.
what happens to Mama Anel.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
you know, when
me.
she called me, she was like, "Oh, Owamie, please, you need to have her. You need." I'm like, "It's okay, don't worry."
I just cried.
Yeah.
I just cried. I couldn't even explain my story to her.
Yeah.
Ngakhala nje ngathi sisi wami, whatever that you're going through, I am going through that. Exactly what happened to your son, that's what happens to my son. So, Owamie, on what you just said now, I think I will love that, but once there's another video that we can sit down, me and Umama Banele, and work on it with you as well already, obviously.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's fine. It's something that we can talk about, you know, behind the scenes. And obviously, if you are mentally okay, you can just also be sharing with other women. They also share, and then you guys are able to kind of support each other, you know. So one thing that I will ask from you guys is, can you please share this video as much as possible? And I heard that, you know, your son had many names.
Yes.
When we say justice for, which name should we use?
Justice for Kenny November. Kenny Mackenzo.
Justice for Kenny November.
Yeah.
Kenny November.
Yes.
Justice for Kenny November. That's the hashtag that I would like for everyone in the comment section to start blowing up. Anywhere you see this story, Justice for Kenny November. Anywhere you see any story, Justice for Kenny November. Let us blow it up. Lanesia South Police Station,
Yes, please.
they need to be held accountable. It cannot be. These are way too similar. It's way too similar. It really is way too similar. Exactly what is happening in Lanesia South. what is happening in Malaysia South to
It's
black
okay.
people. What is happening? We need to know. Your story actually is just so upsetting. He lived enough to tell,
Yes.
and yet nothing still till today has been done.
If I can tell you something, we wanted to print all his pictures and go and throw them in that house. Because now I feel, Wuti, the police didn't do anything. And I will end up doing something wrong. For me to go there alone with my friend, who knows if that guy maybe will send his guys and shoot us. But I'm standing here, I'm sitting here now today. I'm saying to Nayed, what you're doing to people, it must come to an end. You did this for long and long. Uphumelela. This time it must come to an end. South Africa, if you can help me so that we can march to Lanesia or any petition, let's go to Lanesia so that that house can be closed. Thank you.
Justice for Kenny November.
Justice for Kenny November.
Thank you, ninjas. Please, 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 I'm begging you guys, let us blow it up. Let us donate. If you know that you're someone that can actually offer help, please, 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 please do. Thank you.
Thank you
for your bravery. And may God bless you. You know, may you find closure, the closure you deserve, the justice your son deserves. May he find it.
Thank you.
Thank you, ninjas. I don't even know what to say, honestly, but thank you guys for joining. I want to also say thank you guys for making it a platform where people can freely come. You guys are so respectful in the comment section. You guys show so much love. You make sure that you even go to other platforms and blow the stories up. I want to say thank you guys so much, because at the end of the day, if it was just me posting and you guys don't watch, don't share, it would not make the impact that it actually makes. So I want to just say thank you guys so much. And I've seen some of you guys are a bit worried for my mental health. I am too. But I do have a coping mechanism, so I really honestly am okay. At times when I'm sitting with someone and I'm listening, I think I try to zone out emotionally a bit. And the reason for that is because I do not want to do your story injustice. And someone might look at it and think I'm insensitive, because why is it that someone is so emotional? I'm not being emotional. I'm continuing to ask those questions. It's because I want that when you leave, you should have, I as someone that is carrying your interview, I should have done justice to it. If it was up to me, I would not be emotional at all from beginning to end. I'd rather cry afterwards, you know. But obviously I'm also human. There are times where I can't, you know. But I just wanted to also say that, because I know a lot of you guys will talk, especially with an episode like this one. But I do have a coping mechanism emotionally. I'm okay. And thank you so much, ninjas. Yeah, I love you. We'll see you guys on our next one. Bye.